Sadly,
Alright.
that's not the opening of the episode.
Oh, are we ready? Let's go. Alright, so, bit of a catch-up. The group, after defeating the monstrosity around the box, decided to settle in and try to escape. After realising that Bastholm, the floating metropolis that they were in, a fortress city, decided that they were going to just try and get out. And the only way they could do that is if they broke the clamps on the ship and then sped off. For a series of good luck rolls, the party managed to... Well...
What?
They were some good lucky rolls, some of them.
What?
In comparison to
yeah, well, Alia managed to break away one of the clamps, but decided it would be too much effort if she'd then... I basically used a hard light cutter to go through all of the clamps. Got back and told Everest that you just got to basically haul arse and hopefully the other two clamps will break. At this point, as you guys were attempting this, the rest of you were cleaning up, repairing, resting. Everest basically hit the thrust straight down and broke the clamp free just in time as you guys started to hear these creatures arrive outside of your ship. You guys then... Well, the Rust Monster crew and you all managed to reach the arc gate in this system, go through, and in that hour, plans were made, and Everest had forgotten, but realised that you have a masking device now on your ship, and you needed to use it because on the other side you didn't know what you were going to come out against. And you were lucky that you used it because the moment you came out of arc space, there were 2 Imperial cruisers aiming cannons. You were scanned, and the masking device did its job and hid your ship identification from them. You passed on unmolested and into the system and decided where you were going to go. You did a quick scan and found that, if I open up my notes here, that in this system, the Greenholm system, there were 2 planets, 3 planets, sorry, a jungle planet, a farming planet, and a large gas giant with many moons. Through Celeste's knowledge of kind of like the black market and the roguery in the Imperial systems, she remembered that there was a lava moon around the gas giant Martha. And I think it was called Ember's Rest. You guys decided to head there after a few hours of travelling and found this lava moon and found that it was kind of like a signal dead zone, which is perfect for you guys. And as you got into orbit, you saw that there was some sort of power station down there, like loads and loads of like chimneys, black chimneys, like spreading across sort of space dock. And you decided to head down in the shuttle. On landing, you were greeted by a man in a large black suit that seemed to provide him with some sort of life support. He introduced himself as Hato Lowborn. Let me describe Hato again. Like lights all across his suit. He seems to constantly drink or breathe from a tube that comes up from his collar plate. Whenever he does, he hits a button and smoke and some sort of water vapor issues forth from his suit. He's a massive greatsword on his back in a sheath, or more like a sling, should I say. And he introduced himself and said that he would help you here. You've reached Ember's Rest, and just at that point he said, "Follow me," and turned his back and began to walk away from the dock, leading you all further into Ember's Rest, a veritable skyscraper city of chimneys. Okay, so as you're led across these gantries that walk over black lava beneath you, split with veins of red, it's not moving lava. It's like it's got formed a real kind of obsidian black crust, and you can just feel the heat emanating up. Like I said last time, it's got an ambient 40 degrees Celsius here, so you guys are beginning to sweat quite profusely as you're walking along. Above you, the force field that keeps what atmosphere this place, this Ember's Rest has, shimmers like heat on a horizon on a hot summer's day. And he reaches a sort of crossroads and he pushes a guy out of the way who seems to be down on himself. You see the citizens here don't seem to be wearing many clothes. Like, they all seem to be wearing rags and going about their business. You see they're Their limbs are elongated, they're quite skeletal. And he leads you down another gantry, down some steps, around a spiral staircase, and into one of these chimneys. The door opens automatically. Once you're inside, he hits a button with his fist, and immediately, below you, a fan begins to turn, built into grates, many grates on the ground beneath you. You walk maybe 10 feet above this on another gantry where you see tons of tables, like steel surgical tables. The place is empty, and it has a bar on one side. Above you, a turbine spins lazily, and it gives you the knowledge that all these chimneys are probably power stations of some sort, using the heat from below to turn the turbines up in the ceilings, and how they've converted this area, these chimneys, into living spaces. He walks behind the bar, grabs a dark green bottle and some steel tins, and walks over to one of the tables and issues you to sit.
Sit.
You've got like an updraft, so you are cooled, but it's still very, very warm.
But why would they use thermal power generation instead of destroying giant forest areas to mine brown coal and build big oil lines to Russia? It makes no sense.
You mean this smuggler's cove?
Yeah. Why don't they have an oil line to Russia anyway? I also said that.
Anyway, he begins to speak again. So, why, or how, should I say, can I help you? He like shuffles his sword and he goes, fucking thing. I wear it to look intimidating, but fuck, sitting down and it sucks. And he kind of like struggles and gets it out and then puts it on the table with a heavy thump. And then he takes a deep breath through the tube, hits the suit button, steam issues forth, he takes a deep breath.
I mean, you could start by pouring those drinks.
Oh, where are my fucking manners? Of course, milady. And he begins pouring you all a healthy measure of a clear spirit. Given off, because of the fans below, it gives off a very peppery, kind of juniper floral smell. Yeah, Ember's Rest. How can I help you?
Oh, you have. We were looking for a drink, not company.
Yeah, but people like you don't just land in Ember's Rest without something that you need. Nobody comes here.
The brothel?
A brothel.
Now,
Yeah.
to repeat it, I don't want the others to hear.
He looks around and goes, look, pickings are slim in Ember's Rest.
I don't think he's picky. Not based on his browser history.
Look. Yeah, no, I can do it to everything. Like, if you have a traffic cone and 2 footballs, I'm game.
Goes, well, people come to Ember's Rest because the Imperial Eye is blind here. So what do you want the eye to be blind to, is what I'm asking. You could say,
mainly.
I'm sort of a de facto governor of here. I'm just interested. You know, you look like travel types. And I sometimes need things done. You look like you need something.
Let's assume I'm a pilot. And
Okay.
I want to fly from point A to point B. But I don't want to use any route that's on a star map. I want to use a route that's not on a star map.
You want the pirate gate, don't you?
No, no one said that. We aren't looking for the pirate gate.
He looks around the empty, room, and he just goes, look, no one's listening. And even if they did, anyone here, don't give a fuck. Okay?
Let's call it just something else. Let's call it the back gate.
What I do want to know, though, and you can answer this question in due time. Why do you have a member of the Oncral House with you? And he's looking straight at Alia.
From the Oncral House? I didn't know.
Oh. Did I introduce myself earlier? I you, sir, have a keen eye.
I do.
So, let's say he's a pirate. A pilot. And let's say I'm the aristocratic daughter of the first house of Oncom. How the fuck do we get to the pirate gate?
Now, that's more like it, straight to the point. Well, if I'm being honest, you've reached the pirate gate. December's Rest.
So
One
pirate
problem.
being...
Well, you do have a problem, if you want to use it. We long ran out of power for it. I know arc gates are meant to be perpetual, but ours was not. It was Xenotech, right? So it was made by an extinct species in the first Novus, and the power cores that we need are from my home planet. Well, let's just say the Imperial Eye has its eye on it. Ancient peoples from my planet used to kind of, he kind of cringes, worship them, and, it was bad times. In primitive times, they worshipped them. They produced magic, power. Well, we've used it enough that we've drained it. If you could procure one of those, though, man, you could power it for another century or two.
And you happen to know exactly where we can find one of these, right?
Oh, no. Well, perhaps on my home planet.
And pray tell, where's that?
Marilia, the jungle planet, closer to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, like I said, Imperial Eyes. And the massive deforestation and logging going on.
But wouldn't the deforestation and logging make finding ancient artifacts easier because there's less jungle?
Well, they've only begun deforestation the last decade or so. But yeah, any that they do find, yoink.
Yoinky. Well,
But okay,
perhaps we need to be doing some of that.
What, do you want to steal one?
Oh, no. No one said anything about stealing. I'm sure if they found one, that they would barter with it for the right price. Right? Right?
Yeah, that totally.
I'm not sure we can barter for a machine, a power source that can power a Stargate for a century.
And we should let them know that we're there and that we're coming. This is, after all, their ancestral land. And we're probably and potentially unearthing a piece of anthropological history.
It's my ancestral land, not theirs. The Terrans can fuck off. I'm Marillion.
Oh, Terrans! Oh, we won't have a problem. Thank you. Sorry about your loss.
Yeah, and he goes, this is why I wear this. And he points towards the suit.
What happened exactly?
Well, me and my ancestors, when cut off from Terra 5,000 years ago, well, let's just say we evolved, we adapted. The atmosphere down there is a bit oxygen rich. Up here, not so much. And then he takes a deep breath out of the tube, and then the steam shoots up his suit. He smacks the button, steam issues forth. Gotta keep these lungs inflated. Look, if you could get a power core, you're more than welcome to, use it whenever you want. Come back this way, go that way. We were connected from here to Outward, Holdfast, and Seld. So if you ever needed to go there, take the gates here.
Okay, but we'd be doing you guys a big favor by getting this core.
He shrugs. Of course.
Seems like then getting to use the gate isn't as much of a favor back.
You're asking for money.
No,
I mean,
you've
it's
made it
probably
not
worth more than you could give us, to be honest.
Yeah, thing is, to the Imperium, they're like dime a dozen. They protect them, yeah, but they don't need them to power their gates. Their gates are perpetually powered. They're in control of them. They probably use them to make weapons. Oh, well, like I say, you're welcome to stay in Ember's Rest. So as long as you want. But like I said, you want to use the gate here, you're probably going to need one of those. You can take your risk and use the inner gate if you wish. Head on to Holdfast that way.
So, let's say again I was a pilot. And we had a ship with a very advanced masking device. What ship could we mask as that could easily land on the jungle planet? Without much scrutiny.
Probably as a Marillion Marine ship. Maybe like a dropship shuttle. I wouldn't be going there as a fighter. No Scorpion class. No, just in case. You don't want to be hailed by some cruiser. You're a fighter, not, on its usual patrol routes. Were to go land in Marillia, I would probably go as like a shuttle.
Probably a bit hard to go as a shuttle in something this size. What about, what types of ships do the loggers use? They must have off-world equipment.
Well, I think I've seen most of them arrive in like C-class freighters. So, large, tanky fucks, carrying equipment, that tussle.
Can we get past as anything like that?
Well, you've got a masking device, right? As long as they don't physically see you from a bridge, they'll be forced to scan you.
Very well.
We'd probably have to prepare some lines to say, because I don't work well under pressure, and I can't pretend to be someone I'm not.
I'm sure I could take the comms.
I mean, both options are risky. Taking the detour is risky because we already have eyes on us, and going down there is risky same reason.
I think regardless, we're going to be coming under scrutiny, so my opinion would just be to take the inner gate.
As you guys are just conversing, a bald man, scrawny, wearing loose flowing robes, walks in. They're like tattered. They're like, obviously to keep cool, they hang loose on his body. And he walks over to Hato and begins to whisper something to his ear. Hato goes, "Oh, what is she doing here? Tell her I'll be at the dock. Make her wait. It's funny when she waits." He stands. "My apologies, friends. Seems I have an Imperial friend arrive. I don't suppose she's anything to do with you."
Friend,
We
you
can
say?
say.
I don't have friends, so...
Okay. And then he begins,
Who's here?
turns by the door and has his hand on the door. She's a paladin. Tina?
Yeah,
Tina
maybe.
Strickles. Anyway, last I heard she was on Baston, so I'll be gonna greet her now. We have a sort of mutual agreement. Anyway, if you do have an Imperial chasing you, stay outside. And then as he walks out the door, like automatic door slams shut, leaving you alone with the gentle sounds of the fans and the turbines.
Do we have
You seem
Imperial
nice.
chasing us?
But so just so you guys know, you would be aware about 6 hours ago you took a selfie with her in the terminus port before everything
Yeah,
Yeah,
went
but
tits
then
up.
the thing got overrun by aliens.
It did get
didn't
overrun with
So,
aliens, yeah.
You think she
Honestly.
killed the aliens?
I very much doubt it, but it would be nice if she did.
We didn't do all that much due diligence checking up on the station, did we?
Didn't seem like our problem.
Well, now it is, because the aliens didn't kill everyone.
I'm mostly glad that someone made it out. Quite heartwarming, actually.
I think
What's
that's just the
heartwarming
heat
is this
here.
green stuff he's given us. It's quite good.
Yeah,
No, we
it-
should probably...
We could go and say hi. I'm not sure if we should, though.
I think she might be a bit suspicious that the guys that took a selfie with her on the planet that then got overrun by aliens are now on a pirate planet.
I mean, we could say the same for her.
Isn't she the law? I feel like she has more reason to be here than us.
To have a mutual understanding can't be that strict.
I agree.
True enough, but people have many faces. We don't know which one he shows her and which he's showing us.
Yeah, well, opportunist for sure, but at least there must be some pragmatism on the Paladin side. Otherwise, she wouldn't have made a deal with the pirate. So, I for one would like to know what the hell happened and what we can do to prevent it from happening to us.
Agreed.
And here I was thinking we were going to have a fun drink.
It's still a fun drink, isn't it? Cheers.
I always find it less so when there are paladins present.
Just have another one then. You'll get the hang of it eventually.
I should
plan to.
probably not get too drunk before we've decided where to go with this. I also vote to not go to the jungle planet because it seems pointless if we are gonna go Mars down there. Same thing as going Mars through the other gate, isn't it?
I agree.
I mean, I would like to go down Planetside at
I'm
some
already
point.
sweating an excessive amount. I don't want to go to a jungle planet.
Screw you guys.
you just keep denying Arne his character's speciality.
So if you don't like it, maybe take it up with the captain.
Uh huh.
Well, we've
Yeah, it's
gotten
just to have things together.
So probably you have like another 2 minutes before she's shit-faced again.
Mm-hmm. That might be to my benefit, actually. Anyway,
Would be-
shall we go and see her then?
Oh, so you do want to
I'm
go see the
quite happy
paladin?
here.
I want to go and see the Paladin. Yeah, I want to know what happened over there.
No, I'm okay staying here, not getting killed by a paladin.
Me and Evelyn can hold the fort here.
I'm defending it with all I have. Everett says and chucks his drink.
Yeah, alright. Shall we then? I'll go. It's one drink.
Bottles.
I think
Yes?
it's gone 'cause it's connected from the game?
He hasn't even joined the game.
Okay.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Well, we can hear you. I thought you might be disconnected because you're not in the game.
Oh, I should be. I'm
You're
here
not?
now. I can hear the music. Hang on.
Yeah, but you probably got disconnected, even though that's still streaming, so I'll reload.
I'll reload.
There you go.
Hey.
So, guess it's you and me, Alia. Let's go.
Right, you are. I always get nervous meeting someone from here.
Okay. Do you want another drink before we go?
I don't really drink.
What?
In fact, I can safely say I've never had a drink in my life, so I'm going to keep it that way.
Yeah, okay. Come on then.
Right, I'll follow you.
Alright, so the plan is to go approach Ato and Tina, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so as you step out onto the gantry, who is going? Everyone, or is it? Or did I hear that Celeste was still?
Is it just us two?
Just us two, yeah.
Okay, so as you guys head back up towards the port, you see that Tina, Two Barrels, and Hato are talking on a round, like, semicircle kind of gantry with a waist height railing. Well, for him anyway. If you remember my description of her, she's fucking tall. She's like 7 foot, and you see that as you see her, she's taken off of her leather jacket and it's wrapped around her waist, kind of revealing a muscular midriff with cybernetic tattoos all up the sides. You see she's sweating profusely and is holding her hat in her hand, that wide-brimmed cowboy hat. And you see the sling and the brace of pistols and rifles and all kinds of weapons. They seem to be having a casual conversation, and Hato's just gesticulating towards the stars. And you guys approach, and that's when they clock you. And Hato goes, "Oh, yes, And as you, so this is Tane and Alia, right?
Yeah.
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 As you guys step up onto the actual platform, she places her hat on her blonde hair, and then looks at you both underneath the brim. And you do see the light of recognition instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And Hato introduces you. Just landed, and kind of like gestures to you both. She goes, Tina, and immediately interrupts. There's no need. She walks over, takes a slight knee to Alia, and then stands. I didn't expect to see a member of the Onkrul house this far away from Terra. Are you on sabbatical, my lady?
That's $1,000 blessings to you and your brethren, my lady. Yes, I am.
I don't suppose me and you can have a conversation
Nothing
away
would please me
from
more.
prying ears.
Oh,
It's
like, duck my head and then just walk over to where Hato is.
Okay.
Please, lead the way if you have somewhere more suitable.
It's more forceful than you would like, Ali. The way that she kind of like puts her hands on your shoulder and pushes you towards one of the chimney stacks. With
What's the relation between this house and Paladins in terms of how they don't...
So on Terra Prima, the Imperial houses are like the aristocrats, right? They're nobles. They're like the governors, and they basically get the most important jobs throughout the Imperial kind of space. On their side, you have the Order of the Titan, a military, religious kind of group that takes direct orders from the Mother AI, from the Empress. They have ranks. There's Mysteria, who is like a prime minister of the Order of the Titan. There's High Paladin, Paladin, Adeptus, and then Aspirant. You guys did meet an Aspirant back on Bastholm, but he was torn apart.
Sad times.
And normally, a Paladin will have an Aspirant follow them around for a decade or two before they are, like, basically promoted to Adeptus.
Okay.
So yeah,
A long time to have an apprentice.
So
I had one
Paladins,
for 3 years and it pissed me off.
Paladins, a Paladin like her would be on par with your rank in society. Right. A higher Paladin would probably outrank you, but not your father.
Makes sense.
Yeah, or your mother. The only person that would outrank any noble would be the Mysteria. But obviously, Tina here is not of that rank, and you see that she kind of tries to force you into a certain direction away from Hato and Tane.
My actions were, of course, assuming that I would know this to be a legit thing, right? Like if someone was just like being polite for the sake of it, I wouldn't leave it be.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I think it seems legit to me, so I'm just going to let that happen.
And to be fair, she'll let it happen as well, but she will fix on her face a very thin smile, which is noble speak for I'm not particularly amused with this.
As you guys are like maybe 20, 30 feet away, and the roar of the engines, chimneys, kind of drown out most sound from, so you guys can talk in private. She begins to speak. She leans against the railing. My lady.
Oh, you have my attention, and my arm, it would seem.
I have befallen upon a tragedy, and I have lines of inquiry. Did I witness your person, milady, in the fortress city of Bastholm? Not half a Terran day back.
You did. And as you can completely understand, a member of my house would never dream of fabricating the truth to one of your order.
I didn't suggest at all that you were deceptive. I am simply asking questions. Answer as you will, my lady.
Please, continue. Although, I must admit, I'm a little bit taken aback by your methods. Intrigued, of course, and I'd love to know more. But let it be noted.
Okay. I had an aspirant that I became friends with. He was under me for 7 years. And as you understand, lady, that paladins and their apprentices become close. He was like a son to me, and his well-being was under my tutelage and care. When the event happened, now I'm going to call it an event, I'm still not sure what actually happened. I was on a subtrain, luckily heading to the tower. A wave of what I can only describe as static ran across the ship. And now I don't know how this thing chooses or how it happened, but almost half of the ship erupted into violence. Just began attacking one another. Now, imagine my surprise and shock to reach the tower and find that the only ship to have left was the Rust Monster. I'll be honest, my lady, I didn't know that was your ship. However, the manifest, if you go back long enough, belonged to your father.
It does.
Yes.
It's actually an heirloom of sorts.
And then I decided that I would fight my way out. After finding Blaive, of course. I didn't find Blaive, but I did find his arm. So I can only assume that he is deceased. I found it very near the torn airlock where your ship was docked. Now, do you have my aspirant on deck, or do you not?
Oh, my lady, I'm terribly sorry to hear about your loss. I can, however, state with quite categorical certainty that we have not got such a one travelling with us. I can only imagine the depth of your suffering, and please accept the condolences on my behalf and the behalf of my family.
You see that, there's no tears, it's just complete dead Anne, and then she begins again.
I was actually hoping if you could shed a little light on the event to us. We were also lucky, you see, in that we were all on board and ready to depart when the event happened. And if it were not by sheer fabrication of luck, we ourselves would most likely have met the same fate.
Perhaps by pure divine intervention, then, that it is you and your crew that survive. Anyway, I managed to escape. I got to the Ark Gate. I came here. Imagine my surprise when 2 cruisers intercepted me. Bearing in mind, I was in a ship that was not my own. And I was briefed on what had occurred. They say that there has been CCTV for drive back to them. It's very confusing and they're sorting it out. But obviously, I realised I should chase your ship knowing that you had survived. Of course, just to check on you, see if you had seen my apprentice.
Thank you. And of course, your line of inquiry, now that it is out, makes perfect sense to me. If there's any further assistance me and my crew can be while I'm on this short break away from my duties, please don't hesitate to ask.
Of course, so... imagine my suspicion, that's all it is. Put yourself in my position, my lady. You are, it would seem, alongside me, the luckiest people alive. We escaped that mess. I can't help but wonder, what are you doing here? Of course, I've arrived chasing you. I wouldn't just come to Smuggler's Den willy-nilly, even though my connections with Hato do cross sometimes.
Your suspicions are warranted. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little insulted. Look, okay, I'll level with you. I'm going to drop the pleasantries for a moment. I have a rather unique crew, and I don't want to give off the wrong impression. They have been exceptionally helpful with me on my journey, but they have connections I could only ever dream of having. And in fact, most of them vouch for this place being safe, and I trust them. Hence why we're here. We're taking stock and resting up before moving on.
Okay. As long as you're not hiding my apprentice from me, and I see that there would be no reason why that you would do that, then I will be...
The only thing I'm hiding from you is my pilot's browser history.
Then I will be on my way. Thank you for your time, milady. And she bows and begins to head back to Hato.
1,000 honourable departures.
So, Tamed. Sorry, what was that, Tom?
I'll just say I head back.
Okay, so while they were talking, did you speak to Hato about anything interesting?
Yeah, just to thank him for trying to cover for us, which he was clearly doing.
Yeah.
And then saying, well, we thought it would be better just to come out with it rather than,
Oh, yeah, no.
put the burden on you later. So,
yeah, I
sorry for the
appreciate
awkwardness.
that. But between you and me, he leans in. She gets a scent, something's wrong, she'll never stop.
Fair enough.
She's famous for her tracking abilities.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're counting on. Like, something really fucked up happened. I would like to know what exactly it was.
He holds up like a mechanical finger, and he goes, there's something about her, right? It's not wholly human. She can detect people from light years. I can't explain it. She found me once, even after I'd gone through 5 arc gates. You can imagine the probability on that. The amount of directions you can go.
Mm-hmm.
She found me. In 2 days. So, all I'm saying is be careful with this one.
That sounds like a good ally to have, to be honest.
Ally? Yes. Although I hear that she has none.
Well, we'll see.
You know how they're... He does like the spinnies with his fingers around the ear. He goes, you know how they're brainwashed, right? Well, I hear that they got a chip in their brain. They can't deny the mother AI, no matter what, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Zealots, the lot of them. Don't trust them.
Yeah, alright. Thanks. Anyway, I'll go grab another drink if you don't mind.
Of course, help yourself. Marillion gin. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Pretty good. And I'll just leave a word hanging in the air and just not say it and walk off.
Yeah, what about Everest and Celeste back at the, well, it's less of a bar, but more of his kind of what looks like personal Holdings.
So
Sell.
there was no
So-
way I was gonna win this space race, right? So I was like, what do I do? So I pretty much just stole my opponent's, what's it called? The thing that makes the ship go.
The
Let me
engine?
drink more gin.
The drive?
Oh yes, the drive. Just took it out.
Good.
One by default.
Can we get back to the important topic? I'm just saying, if the paladin does kill them, I'm taking the captain's room. I want the double bed.
Oh, I don't give a shit as long as I can fly the ship.
I think she's still alive there.
Oliver!
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's back to the single bunk. Hey, by the way, how'd it go?
As I said, still alive, so guess that's a win.
What did you tell the paladin?
Well, not that much. I want to speak to her in private, some noble stuff, I know. So, drink?
Oh, yeah. Now that I've learned that you wanted to speak to her in private, and I assume this conversation happened, I definitely want to drink.
No, I didn't. They spoke in private.
Oh, yes, that's what I got.
Maybe want to
know-
make
Oh,
drinks already. Yeah, anyway.
She
My
spoke
bad.
to the paladin in private?
Yeah.
You let her speak to the paladin in private?
Well, they weren't like all formal and shit, so I was like, yeah, fine, whatever. Oh, and he's not pissed at
That
us.
was
He understood.
productive.
So, okay.
Oh, Captain, how wonderful to see you. I heard you solved everything.
Well, actually, she was looking for a dear individual to her, her apprentice of sorts. I think it seems he perished on Bastham.
What did he look like?
Fortunate.
You know, I think we might have met him. We met him, didn't we?
You did. He was the guy that took
Yeah,
your
we killed
details. Yeah, you did.
He was the what, sorry?
He was the one who took your details, and then you found his corpse.
That's the
yeah.
one that was like half out of our airlock.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
did you tell her that, or what did you say?
Well, actually, I did something rather naughty. I kind of omitted that part.
Why?
Oh my god, you do have more than a brain cell.
Well, you see, the paladin's bond with their apprentices is rather tight and close-knit. I didn't want her to do anything in anger, particularly in the instance where she'd lost him. So,
I mean, I get that, but we didn't cause any of that. Like, we did some things which were quite lawful back there, but this had nothing to do with us.
I'm still like 50% that our mysterious cargo caused it.
I'd say 60.
I'm going to be... So Tane and the people who have been to the Imperial Eye would know that paladins have wiped off entire planet surfaces for less than that. So, like, don't think that they're not beyond just shooting you on the spot. Like,
All right, fair enough.
yeah. You're fully aware of their reputations, so...
Has she taken details? Does she know anyone's name except yours?
No, she knows me, and she knows that I have a crew that have led me here under reference.
Okay, if anyone asks, my name is Smitherane Smith, and I've never been on Ivory 7.
Is that the name of your water planet? That was it, wasn't it?
No, it's not. It's just another.
I was gonna say, yeah. I couldn't remember your name of your water planet, but Oceanus, I think.
I'd have to look it up as well. Well, do we leave before she gets the idea to talk to us again?
No, I think she's off our trail for the moment. I know enough about paladins, I think, that I could be confident in that we can take our time. However, I would be naive in saying that we could completely be free of her. She'll definitely be keeping an eye on us for the foreseeable future.
Ah, just what we want. Paladin scrutiny.
Don't worry.
Yes. We should act as normal as possible, right? So no dive to the jungle planet and just, take the scenic route.
Well, actually, that's where our current situation's in our favour. You see, the paladins would know of my family very well, and they understand that I'm on a sort of holiday, if you will, before I take up full duties. Going to see a jungle planet sounds actually just like the sort of thing I do.
So we don't even
Sure,
use
you
the
wouldn't
master
rather see a
drive.
space gate?
I'd like to see both, actually, in truth.
Well, it's your call, Captain.
It does simplify matters if we don't even mask ourselves and just say we are with a spoiled rich girl on holiday.
You think there are better bars there?
I most definitely doubt it.
No. Supposed to try and sell this to me, Captain.
It's a jungle planet. There's probably like 50 diseases stuck in one mosquito.
Honestly, we could probably take either route. I'm happy to leave this one to a vote.
Well, my vote is for just taking the inner gate. I think it is the simplest.
Ian?
Nah. I'll withhold.
Well, it makes it awkward if Everest wants to go jungle hopping.
No, I don't want to go to the jungle planet. So,
It looks like the inner gate it is.
the negate.
Okay.
But we might want to ask the pirate lord or whatever for some reinforcement for the cargo. Some metal plates we can bang on. Because the current state of that thing is slightly concerning to me.
I thought we had already spent some time with the hull plates.
Oh, did we? Did we already reinforce the cargo, Liam?
I think some of you did, didn't you? Some of you did, yeah, like in your
Okay, I
downtime.
wasn't sure if we discussed doing it or if we...
No, I'm pretty
that's
sure-
good then.
I'm pretty sure it was
We
done.
spent like 40 minutes out of the hour, I think, clearing half the shit out and reinforcing it.
Okay, well, then no reason not to use the inner gate.
So the plan is to take off from the ship and fly to the inner gate, yeah?
Apparently that's so.
Alright, so are you resting up here or are you getting off moon, so to speak?
It's shit hot here, isn't it?
It is shit hot. Like I
like
said,
the
it's
person that
comfortable
we-
in this room because of the cooling system. Like, you know, just like, you know, when it's a very hot day and you've got like a fucking massive fan on you, you know, you're cooled in here. It's but it would probably be better environment in the ship for sure.
Don't have much to drink on the ship, though. I'm not going to lie, I was quite disappointed yesterday that we had to escort the captain back and we didn't get to finish our drinks.
At this point, Hato would have returned, right? So he does say, like, well, if you want to buy a crate, this gin from me, that's 40 bottles. You got 1,000 corpo credits.
Probably.
Sounds like a lot.
How many corpo credits do we have again?
Like 15k each, I think.
I'll just pay.
Yeah, so you got 15k from Kerry Loave, and you were meant to get another 15k from Dr. Jared at the other side once you deliver the cargo.
Wait, each or together?
Each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the,
Now,
you've got the equivalent of a year's salary on you, basically.
I'll pay for the whole bunch.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Tane likes a good drink.
Yeah, so it's like 40 bottles of Marillion gin.
Yeah, I'll add that to my inventory.
Strong enough to that they could probably be made into Molotov cocktails, but yeah, it's quite a powerful drink.
How do I spell the first word?
It's the name of the jungle planet, so Marillion.
Ah.
There you go, Marillion.
Okay.
Obviously, he's Marillion from the planet.
Yeah.
Not that you can tell other than the fact that he's got a massive suit on, but... Okay, are you guys getting onto the ship then? Heading back?
Well, I suppose my hand's been forced.
After carrying the several crates of gin, yes.
Yeah, Hato does help. He does carry, like, they're in the plastic milk baskets. They're, like, in that, and he, like, handles. And he carries them out and he goes, well, I guess it wasn't a total loss of a trip. You did indeed buy some goods off of me.
Did say we were looking for a drink when we came, didn't we?
That's very true. Very true. Well, the deal still stands. Our gate, if you manage to find a power core.
No good. Thanks.
Do you want to mark on our star map where the gate is that it leads to?
Oh? He says, well, the inner Greenholm gate will take you to Holdfast or Seld or all the way to the beautiful core of the Imperium, Terra Prima.
And can we use those gates to get back here, even if this gate isn't powered, or does this side have to be powered?
Well, that's the thing. If you were to use, if you were to use my gate, the Ember's Rest gate, it's more outward. Can't come back to that one. Not unless we manage to find another Marillion gate.
Okay, I thought it was like a direct connection between two gates, but this one just shoots you to locations close to other gates.
Yeah, they're all connected, like... They're all programmed a long time ago to only go to certain locations. You can't take, for example, the gate from Terra Prima all the way to Afriti's Paradise. Doesn't work.
No, of course I know that. I'm a pilot.
That is the mystery of Ark Space, my friend. Old people have dedicated their lives to it.
Yeah, I did the weekend course, so there's some gaps.
Makes sense. Anyway, he places the last crate down onto the shuttle. He goes, well, it was a pleasure to meet you, the Rust Monster crew. Good luck.
And you, Ado?
If you hear our name on the news, that means we fucked up somewhere.
No news here.
He does laugh at that and he goes, we don't get no news here. And it's that moment as well when you're all packing away and getting into your shuttle that you look up, and Alia, from where you were, you just see Tina Two Barrels is staring at you from the same area, watching the shuttle leave.
Yeah, so close eye is the thing.
Alright, I'm assuming the shuttle then takes off and goes back to the Rust Monster.
Does.
Yeah, Batman transition. Da-na-na-na-na. And then you all appear back on the ship. Everest, once you reach the bridge, plot a course, 52 hours.
Okay, that's 52 hours. We have to think up an excuse if anyone hails us what we're doing.
Yeah, 52 hours to the inner gate. It's like, when you came into the system, you were like 6 hours from this moon. You gotta go back that way and then further into the system. Quite a bit.
Imperium knows now, who's crewing this ship, so we should think of some weird rich girl reason that we're going there.
Alia? Would you be
Honestly, I haven't the foggiest, but this is terribly exciting. Where's our navigator? Mr. Tane?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere en route, or where we could possibly be headed that I may wish to see? A nice natural wonder, or perhaps tourist planet?
Maybe. Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's get the first roll of the session. An hour into the session, and we still haven't rolled anything. All right, so
Everest, can you bring up the star chart for a minute?
that's an intellect roll with
Bringing up the star shot as an intellect roll, or
no, like for knowledge of like nearby star systems. So we'll go with an intellect check, Tane. But do you have anything on your list that you think would help?
Well, yes.
Everest brings up the star shot, and there's like a pop-up hot singles in your area, and he just clicks it away really quickly. But he like clicks on the ad, so web page opens.
Yeah,
and
it opens up a picture of Hato.
Oh dear.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll allow you to use that. So I'd say it's only a difficulty 2 then, so you need a 6.
Classic stuff.
Jeez. This is not the campaign for good rolls.
Alright, so you do find the system that the system you'll have to go through, right? So the idea is that you'd either have to go to Terra Prima, home system of the Imperium, and then head to Holdfast, and then Fear, which is your destination, or you can just go straight to Holdfast and then on to Fear. With the knowledge that you do have, you know that Holdfast has three planets that are habited at the moment. Being that it's one of the first kind of outer systems, the Imperium, you're not sure about the details because you failed the roll about what those planets are. They are named. They are named Rockfall, Selid Prime, and Sandstone Fortress.
Well, if any of those sound fun to you, Alia, then I guess we have a go. Otherwise, I haven't the faintest clue. And Everest, yeah, never mind.
Well, I'm sure we could always bluff our way through it. Pick one, I guess, and go from there.
Yeah, if anyone hails us, you should take the comms, because if this is a 48-hour journey, I'll be shit-faced whenever they call us.
I'll make sure to lock up the gin.
No!
Really?
Well, I'll keep a few bowls for us, but I don't want him to go through the whole supply. It's just for nice occasions.
Oh, thanks.
Against my union contract.
Anyone needs me, I'm going to retire and look into perhaps getting a subscription to McAfee. Excuse me.
Yeah, Everest just plops in the course and then has a lie down to get my full hour rest.
Full rest.
Yeah, so for the first 24 hours, not much go on. So yeah, you do get a full rest. Like, you know, you get all of your pulls back, and
For that, can I do some research on the system we're going to?
you may try as well. An
Just in
intellect
case
check.
I need to bluff and stuff.
That would be an
I'll
intellect
put a
check.
level of effort into it.
Right.
Yeah, boys.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We're going to a black fucking hole.
Right, so I'm going to be quite humorous here because, you know, it's like a research task. You're sitting there with your computer open. Your like hollow screen open on your bed. You know, you're relaxing, you're doing your research. You've got your glass of gin next to you, and then suddenly it just pop up comes up. And you're like, what the fuck? And you're, oh no. And as you put your hollow screen down and look up, they just begin popping up everywhere. You got meat spin, you got hot singles in your area, a new toolbar's installed on your hollow screen, and you realise, the ship's got malware.
Yeah, she just sighs, sits a palm top to hard reboot and throws it to the side and downs her drink.
That is a 3 and a 1 to start. Wow.
I have
Don't
caused
know,
the
that
ultimate
surprises you.
reason all ship rolls can fail.
I just want to mention, if I hear you had a bunch of lucky rolls in the catch-up next to it next time you play.
Yeah, I'm definitely not saying that this time, that's for sure. Okay, so Alia, are you just resting? Anything you wanted to do?
I think she'll probably just rest. I mean, it's probably metagaming if I say she's going to have a look at the system we're going to as well.
Everyone's just researching Holdfast.
But no, she would probably just sleep at this stage.
Alright, yep, so you got...
Might be some tinkering with some repairs if she gets a moment, but we'll do that afterwards.
Oh, by the way, Todd, also, on your sheet, I noticed that you hadn't actually minus the strength. Sorry, the experience that you'd spent. So, I did it for you.
I didn't spend 2, though, did I?
You spent 4 on getting +1 effort. Wait, so on your
Yeah,
sheet...
but I had 5, right?
You had 7, which is how much, you know... You would have spent 4.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. You're right.
Do you start with 1 effort, guys? You do, don't you?
Yeah, you start
Yeah.
with
So,
1 effort.
so Todd, you actually also ticked the +1 effort to spend it, but then didn't actually raise your effort.
Okay. No, that's not good.
So yeah, if you
Sounds
want,
like Todd is causing quite some effort here.
yeah, if you want to, like, when you spend 4 experience to level up something, you see that you've ticked +1 effort. Your effort goes up to 2.
Okay.
So if you want to change it to 2.
Yeah, I will do. I'll do that now. I need to plug my keyboard in there, so it won't be
What?
immediate.
You don't have a keyboard plugged in.
I don't
Oh,
play it
didn't
with
you
a
hear him
keyboard.
earlier? He was setting up the fucking on-screen like windows.
Oh no. Would you like me to do it for you?
Alright. No, it's alright. It's done.
What that means, Todd, is now you can spend... You know, like, everyone is spending their pool to, like...
Yeah.
You can now spend it twice instead of once. So you can spend 3, and then for every level you want to reduce a skill check by afterwards, it's 2.
Perfect.
And then it's minus your edge at the end. That makes sense?
Yeah, no, that sounds absolutely ace.
So if you wanted to spend some speed, the first one is 3, and then you could spend a second one. It would be 2, that's 5, and then you minus your edge. So to lower a speed check by 2 levels for you, it costs 4. Well, I should really send you the rules just so that you know. But anyway, Alia
No,
spends...
it does make sense to me. You know what I'm like. It will be another explanation when I actually come to do it for the first
Also,
time.
those of you who are resting, which is going to be all of you, if you go to your combat tab, you can just untick all of the recovery rolls because you've recovered them now as well.
Do we automatically recover all our...
Yep. 8 hours sleep recovers all of your pulls and all of your recovery rolls.
True long rest.
And my recovery rolls more often then.
Yeah, like, you're meant to spend them in a row, by the way. I noticed last week that you were using the 1 hour one. Like, when you hadn't used the first one.
Does that not make sense though if you set it for an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess it's just that make sure you take note of that, because then the 10-hour one is what resets it all.
Yeah. So, but I figured like, you have a, like different types of recovery. Like, so rather than having like 3 short rests, you have a second wind, a short rest, a medium rest, and a long rest. And on a long rest, you recover the other ones. And I figured you use the one that's most appropriate for the situation rather than just the
Yeah,
first
I mean,
one
I'd
line.
go with that. Yeah, that makes more sense. That does make sense.
I don't know if that's the rules, but it just made sense in my head that you use like that. Like if you have the opportunity to sit for an hour, you wouldn't use the one extra one.
I know it's the moment you click the 10-hour one, the rest will reset. So
Does it?
It didn't for me. I had to manually do it.
yeah, I know you have to manually do it, but I think the rules state once you've had like a 10-hour rest, that's like a
Yeah.
rest, yeah.
So does that mean we're having a 10-hour rest now? Sorry.
Yeah, because it's been 24 hours. So,
Okay.
and I'm about to ask you what you wanted to do in those 24 hours, by the way. So,
Yeah. Cool. I think 24 hours really not that much. Just relax a bit because it's been pretty harrowing. Just trying to think on whatever the hell happened and how I ended up here and
yeah.
how my
so you
decision
do
making's been pretty shit.
obviously update you on details. You do remember that last session, like what? So as this day goes by, well, day I say hours because days aren't a thing at the moment. You do remember that whatever's in the box spoke to you.
Mm-hmm.
You remember its
Yep.
voice.
Yep, I remember what it said as well. I remember that it lied to me.
Or warned you.
Well, it didn't come true, did it? Not really sure what to believe.
What? Wasn't it true? Didn't it say there's like stuff waiting at the gate?
No, it said when you leave teleportation, we'll be caught and killed, but we weren't.
Well, because we listened to it and prevented that.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's a dangerous path to go down.
Sorry, I don't know who's best to ask really here, Tin or Everest. What's our journey time once we arrive in Holdfast to the next gate?
Okay, so we have 42 hours till Holdfast, and then?
Yeah, so you've got another like full 20 hours left. No, yeah, about 24 hours left till you reach this gate. Then you'll be going in Arc space, and then you reach Holdfast. You don't actually know until you're in the system, like until you've got a proper scan where it is, unless you've been here before.
Are there not just like global star charts for standard
There-
Stargate?
No, not like yes and no. Actually, now that you're in the Rust Monster, which is an Imperial ship, I would say yes, it does. Arc gates, just so you know, they're not like generally placed in what seems to be logical places. Then, like the way in and out, are never placed next to one another for some bizarre reason.
No, I
yeah.
just assumed that as they were like the only means of transport and were fixed positions, they'd be very well mapped and very
Yeah.
easily accessible information.
Yeah, like, well, that's the thing though, right? So, with this ship, yes. But, so for example, this ship would not have a detailed star map of the Shattered Realms. Like, it's not made there.
Really?
Yeah. And also, the... one moment. Notes. Yeah, so the Sunless Kingdoms are even less mapped for most people.
We should quit our jobs and become cartographers. We would earn a killing with this information.
Yeah, we'd earn a killing because probably the cartographer's guild would kill us.
Well, they don't seem to be very good at their job. They can't
That's why
even
they
map
kill
the
everyone
basic
who is.
updates.
Have you never heard of the cartographer conspiracy?
Yeah. So
I can't say I have.
So the Rust Monster would have detailed map of the Imperial Eye, but not so much the others.
They're the ones turning all the frogs gay.
Yeah, they have like basic system information and like the
Well, that's
location.
what I assumed, because
Yeah.
art gates are like these massive fucking...
Yeah, but remember they're
Like-
they're coveted by the corporations and the governments that have them. They're like very powerful things to have in their position, and the Imperiums are guarded like you saw with cruisers and stuff like that, and they would be on the ships from the Imperium, but like the corporations are slightly different. Like yeah, they would map between their allies and stuff like that, but like ships built in like certain systems might not have access to certain maps. For sure, the people on the creatures on certain planets this way wouldn't. It just depends where you're from. But you do have a map
But
of...
we're not talking planets, are we? We're talking art gates.
Yeah. Like, remember, they're not all discovered either. So, the most common ones are.
I don't remember that. Okay. That's what I'm getting at. Common knowledge.
Yeah, like, the part of the background lore I sent you was like, the Magocratic Empire was shattered. So these are just the common ones that people know about.
Yeah.
So in Holdfast...
That's what I was getting at. Do we know about them or not?
In Holdfast, your ship would know of, would know of 3 arc gates. The one that you arrive in, the one that head to Terra Prime, and the one to head to Outward.
We don't know about the one to Thea.
One moment, reading my notes. There should be one going to Thea, by the way, and I haven't wrote it down. Yeah, there is.
I just assume because you've got it on the map.
Yeah, there is 4. It's just not in my note file. Sorry.
So we should be able to plot a course from the Holdfast exit to the Thea ingress.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to that initial question, what's our travel time across Holdfast?
Roll me a D360.
It's that fucking meme from Always Sunny where he's standing in the post room with all the fucking things, but it's just us and star maps.
Is this to determine if I know or to determine if...
I'm just going to determine the orbit location.
Okay, so it's just random. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want, sorry?
360.
3D60.
Okay, yep, so you'll be travelling quite a lot through the system to get to the Gate of Fear. So you will be travelling for an additional 60 hours once you reach the hole.
60 hours across. Did we work out where we were supposed to meet this person?
Yeah,
Can't
so you...
remember the name. Dr.
Jared, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Jared, you were meant to
Trust
meet
a
him
man called Jared.
in the Fear system. You weren't told where he was, no.
Okay, so no.
We'll just ask for Jared in the star system. It'll be easy. No problem.
So that's what I'll spend some of my time doing on the journey, researching Dr. Jared.
Okie dokie. Alright, so another day goes by travelling until you do reach the inner part of the Greenholm system. And let me describe what you see from the bridge, whoever is there. I guess it'd just be Everest, right?
Yeah, I was just hanging out in the cockpit pretty much all day.
So you see a super Earth, a very large terrestrial planet. From a distance, it's a kind of smear of green until you begin to see a green globe split with blue veins, almost like the sea right in this planet, or the ocean in this planet, comes into land like great clawed fingers. You see it has a ring system around it as you get closer that seems to shimmer almost crystal-like against the sun in the backdrop. You do see it has a larger moon further out, like almost so far out that its orbit probably doesn't interact that much with the planet's ocean. That, by the way, comes up on your scanner as the planet Drade 6, a farming agricultural planet. And near the moon of that planet, got a slight blue hue to it, you do see the arc gate that you need to approach. It's quite a busy arc gate, and you see bases along the planet, the moon, sorry, all lit up, like, you know, all in concentric circles. There's obviously like a station there, and it seems that the arc gate here is orbiting the moon. So as you approach, you do see that there's space traffic. You just put space in front of everything. There is space traffic. So you are passing by other ships. There are military vessels, and you do see large masts and towers coming off of the moon's surface. As you approach the arc gate, you join the queue.
Yeah, once we're in queue, I'll put it on auto and get into my van to go to the closest Space Donald's to get everyone a Big Mac.
Alright, so you realise the queue's going to be maybe 2-3 hours, so you jump in it and head down to what? The moon?
Is there a space truck stop?
Yeah, like, do you remember the last one in Dyson 8 that had all of, like, the market stalls and the ships with the open sides? Right, yeah, so you do find, basically a guy in a small shuttle who's built, you know, like those burger shacks you get driving around? He's converted it into that, and he's got, like, a force field. So as you dock, you jump in, you've got atmosphere, you've got breathing, and it smells delicious. And this guy, almost mutant, he's got 4 eyes, and they're like inky black, almost spider-like eyes. But the rest of him seems to be quite human, and he's wearing a white apron. And he goes, "Welcome to Billy's Burger Shack."
Okay, Billy, this is what I need.
Are you drunk? You smell.
No, they actually locked away the liquor 2 days ago, so I've been drinking disinfectant. That doesn't make you drunk.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
He like reaches behind, opens a fridge and cracks out a beer, and then pops the lid and just puts it on the table. Oh, you have some poor crew members.
Oh, thank you. I was worried I'd have to go into warp space sober. And he just orders pretty much the entire menu because he didn't ask what anyone wanted. He has way too much money.
Okay, so he just basically makes you up a feast. And in the end is that'll be 150 corpo credits, friend.
Yeah, Everest pays the 150 corporal credits. And then he just carries it home and I guess puts it in the conference room on the table and phones everyone that it's there. And then he just takes all the chicken wings in the cockpit.
That's what. Oh no! No, the controllers are going to be covered in grease and sauce. Oh, yes. So
Heads up to the mess room. Why the fuck did you not get any chicken wings? What is this? It's just burgers.
They were out of chicken wings. And
why do you
like
always go to
the
the
picture
worst
is on the
places?
com, and it's just him with a chicken wing. And there were no chicken wings.
You motherfucker.
Quite underhanded.
You've even got a fucking bucket of mealworms. Why have you ordered this?
Look, if you want to go on the grocery run next time, you're welcome to. I thought I'd do something nice for the crew.
Thank you, Everest. Anyway, where's Tin with the booze?
are you letting people drink today, Tane? You've automatically turned into some weird father figure. We only drink on Sundays.
Yeah.
If you pay for the booze, you have more power than the captain.
Yeah, really, you do. Genuinely at this stage. It's the rule of the roost.
I'd just like to keep it to a bottle a day or something, right? So we can
Yeah,
A
okay.
piece?
what?
A piece? A bottle of
No,
person?
it's gin. Come on, a
Wow.
beer a day.
Yeah, I'm assuming Everest has bought a 4-pack from this Billy guy and he's got beer up in his cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Despite all of the things people hate about the Imperium, they do some good beer. You're looking down at it, this is good stuff.
I just picturing their fucking beer adverts, all these fucking religious freaks and stuff, fanatic about beer.
There's
The mother
propaganda.
AI knows everything, even the perfect beer recipe. All the world's calculations
the
led up to
cheesy
this.
smile with the little star flash in the corner of the mouth.
Oh, great. It's propaganda on the bottles. Right. Alright, so you are in queue to enter Arc Space, and when you come to the first one, different style of arc gate design. You've been around a bit, you know that each arc gate isn't just plain ring and then blue space. This one has a sort of greenish hue to it and motif. Whoever built this, all those millennia ago, put work into this. It was a piece of artwork for whoever built this one, and it's got this leaf and ivy motif all around it. And the moment you approach, it attaches to you, shoots you into arc space. Immediately, all of you feel that kind of gut wrench and that spine-tingling sensation, and then it settles. And at the bridge where you are, Everest, there's just that green and blue, starlight stretching ahead of you.
Well, we're in an arcade again, dude. If the weird space crate talks to anyone again this time, I don't know if I want to know. Keep it to yourself.
Can I have Everest? Can I have a roll from you?
Oh no. What roll? What do you want me to roll?
Whenever you roll, there's like a chance of GM intrusion, so everyone's like, "Oh fuck this." Okay, can I have?
What do you mean chance?
Wooden fingers.
I need a intellect check from you. Anything along the lines
Or
of
just a general.
this is like an awareness, a ship awareness from the bridge.
I have. Oh no, that's just for initiative. Okay. Just a straight roll. 5, great. We just
Alright.
can't roll above 10.
So you're just drinking beer, like when you've had like saucy hot wings. It's covered in grease. You almost drop the bottle. You're like, oh fuck! You pick it up before it spills. You look up and you go, huh? Look around outside the bridge, out into Ark space. Nah, you saw nothing. You keep drinking, eating hot wings. Meanwhile, what's everyone else doing, and where are they? We'll start with
Everest is
Celeste.
looking for tissues to wipe his fingers, but he has used the tissues for other things. So he's just desperately trying to find something to wipe his fingers.
Okay.
I'm challenging anyone who wants more gin to arm wrestle with my mechanical
That's so
arm.
unfair. Look, just please, can I have a little bit more? I don't think it's right that you put these tasks in front of me.
Just know that Arne is a wonderful father when he says stuff like that.
I'll give it a go, but let me finish the crab meat first before Everest comes back.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
You at least go easy on me.
Will you go easy on the gin?
I try.
I'll try then.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, is this... I don't know how to do PvP in, like, this system. It's so weird. 'cause-
Well, we don't need to really do
I
it.
don't
It's
think
just-
you
it's
do.
just opposing might rolls, right?
Yeah.
I think Celeste just fails.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Well, you know, you might try.
Well, she has Might 7 and you have Might 13.
Maybe with absolute desperation, like there's sheer willpower behind it. Maybe there's a hope, but it's
never know.
unlikely.
You want to risk a GM intrusion and sprang your wrist?
Sure, sounds like fun.
Fuck, okay. I will say you need to make a might check against Tane's. I'd say I'm going to divide his might, so that's 4 plus his... Yeah, so he's going to be a level 5.
Alright, so I'm trying to make a level 5 might check.
Wait, I was about to say... He can spend might points if he wants to increase the level, but okay.
No, I didn't say I'd make it extra hard.
No, well, to be fair, what I did was, a basic way to make your level for might, and that worked, and she's passed, so...
Yeah,
Hey,
so if I can
you
flavor
can-
that, like, like he's doing it with his mechanical arm, right? So there's no way that would work unless you're actually really strong. But I'm trying to make it fair to compete at your level basically. But you did a good job, so.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'll pour another
So
glass.
Slowly reaches over to the bottom and like slides it towards her a bit. Yeah, at least I'm not as bad as Everest.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a long time since I've had a proper drink is on. I was really looking forward to the bar. It was a shame we had to go so quickly.
Oh well, we brought the bar with us, didn't we? So we'll be all right. But just so you don't
So
feel like that again
yes.
tomorrow, let's keep it reasonable, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine. All I'm saying is, once we finish this, it would be nice to go to a casino or something. Somewhere nicer.
Yeah, sure.
Well, cheers to the journey.
Cheers.
Alright,
And you go back to eating crab meat.
yep. Alia, what are you doing in the Ark space journey?
She will be engineer checking and repairs if I'm playing thematically, because we've still got a little bit of damage, have we not?
Yeah, a tiny
The
bit.
entire ship is a little bit of damage.
A little bit of damage.
Yeah, most of it is kind of like outside though, so you're going to need a dock for that.
She'd be checking on engines anyway, to be fair, because that's kind of her thing. But
But Alia, Can you make an intellect check? This is like an awareness perception check.
Alright. Alright. Just gonna roll it flat.
Okay. As you're as you're down in the engine room, you're just doing some basic maintenance, making notes as you go. You hear something behind you, and you see one of the spare tubings rolls like towards you, making that clanging sound, as if someone had booted it.
Not thinking anything of it, she'll walk towards it, I guess. Have a little look, pick it up, maybe.
You pick it up. You swear that was in the spare parts bag, the duffel bag of spare parts, your tool bag. You look down the corridor to your right, corridor to your left. The fluorescent light, like, illuminating the corridor in a slight glow. Nobody.
Hello? Hello? Well, start tentatively heading down, knowing full well that she's about to trip, break her ankle, and die.
Okay. Around. Get to the end. You look down, and this leads up to the ship proper. You look up. You don't see anyone or anything.
Go back to the original point of where it rolled, and then just do a deeper inspection, but then nothing. I mean, it wouldn't pop it back in the duffel bag and move on, I guess.
Okay. There's a brief moment where you pop it in the duffel bag and then you stop. Definitely heard something. And
What did it sound like the second time?
We'll come back to you in a second.
Naughty.
So, what about... So, Tane and Celeste are in the mess hall basically playing about, right? Drinking, eating, arm wrestling. We got Everest up in the bridge. Alright, so... Everest up in the bridge. The automatic door opens behind you.
He I imagine he just has the chicken bucket on his head. He takes the bucket off and checks behind him.
Nobody there. The automatic door closes.
Oh shit! Another virus, and he kicks the computer.
Okay. Tane, Celeste. As you guys are just having a drink, chatting, whereabouts would you be in the ship? Just in the mess hall, right? Just
in the mess hall, yeah.
Just chilling, okay.
The lounge, number 7.
Yep. You do hear something down in the cargo bay, like down in the hangar bay. Do you hear like a clang? Both of you stop.
Oh.
Hey.
We pretend that didn't happen?
What? It's
Oh,
like... You know from before that Tane's quite happy to have a drink as well, so...
You're a card player?
Not a particularly good one, but sure.
Oh, perfect. I've got some cards in my effects. I'll go grab them.
Okay, so you head over to your bedroom, which... Okay, yeah, so it's down a level, isn't it? So you head down a level. Annoyingly, it's actually quite...
She immediately starts regretting it.
Yeah! You're actually heading down towards where the clang came from.
Yeah, she's also very much whistling to herself, trying to make as much noise as possible, because she doesn't want to hear anything.
Yeah, so yeah, you head down.
We're in
the
a
steps.
fucking horror movie, and we literally split up.
Yeah! You head down past the restrooms, towards your ship, and there's like an automatic door just before you head towards all of everyone's personal cabins, and you stop, and it's kind of this blue frosty glass before it opens, and you stop and you look up, Celeste, and behind that frosted glass, it's kind of like that look where you can't really see behind it properly. You see down the corridor a humanoid figure beyond the frosted glass, and then when the back door opens, there's no one there.
It's awesome.
Thank God, I thought there was someone there. I should carry on to our room.
Yeah, you carry on to your room. Oh, back door opens, and Tane in the lounge. You see one of the automatic doors to your north open up. You look towards it. That could only be Everest, right? And there's no one there.
Could you people stop messing with the buttons? It's freaking me out.
You hear a voice, definitely not in your head, and then you hear the clanging of footfalls, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
You what now?
Ugh.
Like, easing my initiative task isn't gonna do anything because I don't know what's going on.
That's
What's
not...
initiative? There's a button for it, isn't there?
Yeah, right click your
Just a
token.
speech roll? Alright, we enter combat normally and then... Right, there we go.
Excuse me. Hey, that's not one voice.
Just so you can get to...
Do not tell me, because I'm looking.
So if you do have your initiative, by the way, you get plus... You do have like initiative as a skill, you get +3 to it, so let me know if you do.
I have an inability.
You didn't right-click your token, by the way. Good.
So...
Oh, it's alright, don't worry, let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Got 5.
Who's this clown?
3. I'm waiting on Everest.
Everest is on
initiative
the
is
Rust
rolled.
Monster. Yeah, it doesn't cross over between the different maps, unfortunately.
Oh, dude.
Oh, is everyone else on the world map?
No, we're on
Yeah,
the
I don't
tabletop.
know. Why aren't we on the Rust Monster, though?
Because I can't use the tokens on them accurately. I tried.
I had a 17 on
Yep.
Rust Monster World.
That's cool. I've updated it. So Everest, being that you're surprised you don't get your turn.
Everest is surprised by nothing, he's a mountain of competence.
So, let's go back to Alia. Alia, as you've leant down and put the spare part back into the duffel bag, and you were like wondering where that noise came from, you turn and you look up, and in the darkness recesses of the corridor above you, there is this creature, this humanoid mechanical creature, arms out, trying to hide in the darkness. It lets go, falls upon you. Can you make a speed defense check, please?
I certainly can. Oh dear.
Okay.
Why am I still rolling as a Rust Monster?
Because you've got the Rust Monster selected. Select your token.
Yeah, I've selected it.
Yeah.
Still a 3 though.
Yep, still a 3. Anyway, it slams into you for 4 damage to your might ball.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Everest, you're standing there like you're like bucket on your head, like you just took the bucket up head. You look at the automatic door, you turn back, and then poof, loud bang. Take 4 damage as you are shot in the back.
That's mean.
And as you turn to look, you see this almost insectoid mechanic creature, humanoid in nature. It has a sword at its waist, but a weird sort of honeycomb-like rifle on in its hand. Tane.
Do I not get a speed defense when I'm surprised?
No.
That's a shame.
Tane. You see a shimmer.
Hi.
You need to make a speed defense check.
Okay, one sec.
That's exactly what you needed. So, as you stand, you go, basically, you turn to think it's Celeste arriving. You see a shimmer appear at you. You just turn to the table, push it up, smashes into the table, covering it in gin. There's a spark, and then this thing comes out stealth, sliding to your left and right, and he draws like a long-bladed longsword. It's like almost like a rapier with like a blue kind of electric running up it, and he just aims it at you. Alright, so Celeste, as you've gone to get the cards, immediately you turn and you see in your doorway there's a figure, and he just runs at you and tries to grab hold of you, and in broken kind of Terran, where is the queen? As he smashes into you. Can you make a speed defense check?
What difficulty?
4.
I am trained, and I'll put FM.
Okay. Difficulty 2. Nice. So as he slams into you, you run up the side of the wall, use your heels and bounce off, use the springiness of the bed to then get behind him and push him against the wall. He smashes, your cards go everywhere, and he knocks over your cabinet, he turns, and then he just slowly draws the longsword. And you see that it's not going to be effective in this close quarter combos, but it still looks wickedly sharp. Alright, Celeste, it is your turn.
Just wanted to have fun and play a game of cards.
Where is Mistress
I'll walk
Queen?
I'll walk out and lock the door.
Okay.
Your problems don't go away if you do that.
I'm not a fighter.
Alright, Tane?
I assume that's my whole action to do that.
Yeah, like you could move a short distance, so you've moved the short distance and you've used the action to lock the door. Tane?
Yeah. So, gun shooting, lots of it.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
Okay, that's 4 damage.
Right, yep. You point a shot, shoot it, and it hits its armor, ricochets up, and then it looks down. And you see that, yeah, it is wearing armor, by the way. So how much damage is that? 4, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. He stands ready to fight. Are you moving?
Away, yeah, preferably. If
Yep.
I have somewhere to run to.
Yeah, because you're kind of engaged in melee with it.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to be.
Okay. So you move out of melee with it. Alia.
Right. So is one still on top of me, or...
Yeah, he's like landed on you and struck you. You stood up, moved away.
I'll pull out Terrence, because it's a smaller weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Will I play the alarm and fire it?
Alright, it misses.
That's all I got.
Alright, so you fire Terrence and it hits his armor and just ricochets off, and the thing goes, ha, 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 ha.
Oh,
Begins-
that was ominous.
Begins to speak in like an alien language you don't understand. Okay, Everest. You stand up like, ow! And you see this figure standing there with its gun in its hand.
Everest takes the oily chicken wing bucket with the bones and stomps it over the thing's head.
Okay. Well, you attempting to blind it.
I'm not you're blinded and oil it. I don't know. I was eating.
Okay. I guess make a speed or a might check. I don't know. If you've got improvised weaponry, this would lower it. But
No, I don't.
okay. Well then, difficulty 4.
I am edging for this.
Why? Wait. What is it? I don't want to kill your character because I like him, but he is definitely going to die unless he does something. But anyway, you jump at it with the oily chicken bucket and slam it over his head, and like the thing just grabs it and rips it into shreds. It just like grease and bones go everywhere.
And Wes is like, okay, now it's on.
Alright. So, the thing takes a step back from you, Alia. Sword in hand. Brings it back. And then will GM intrusion you. Do you accept?
Yes.
Give me a second. Let me...
Sweet, sweet experience.
How do I GM intrusion you on the token again? Not coming up.
I do not know.
That's really annoying. It's not coming up, guys. I can't like select it to do that auto GM intrusion anymore.
Did you update the system?
Yeah, I updated the system.
I think I've got it here.
And everyone gets a level up. Aha. So yeah, you have to do it manually for now. So Alia, pick someone else to get an experience.
Celeste.
Thank you.
So both increase your experience by 1. You've accepted this, right?
Yeah.
Ow, that sucks to be you. He drives
Oh, dear.
forward with an aimed attack and stabs clean through your stomach for 7 might damage.
Fuck, that's me. I'm at 0.
You accepted it. Right, no, so your might drops to 0, then it starts affecting your speed pool. So 1 out of your speed pool, I think, right? Yep.
Yeah.
You now go to... you see where it says hail?
Yep.
Drop that down to impaired.
Oh dear.
Alright, that's its turn. Everest. Your target moves forward and it's going to do a GM intrusion on you. Looks like he's going to hit you in the face with the butt of the rifle.
No.
You don't accept it?
No, after I just saw that did 7 damage to Todd, I feel like, nah. And you did say you don't want to kill me last turn, so...
Well, I'm going to try. These things still want to kill you. Alright, so yeah, as the
Yeah.
rifle comes towards you, you still need to make a speed defense check. I just don't get the effect of the aim.
Yeah, I will do a speed defense check. What the fuck?
You're cracked in the face for 4 damage.
That's less than 7, so...
Tane?
What the fuck is our rolls, guys? How is this possible?
I mean, you don't blame me about this tonight if the campaign ends here. But
I think the best roll of the day
Tane.
was on a shitty arm wrestle.
I wasn't going to say that wasn't your turn. I was going to say it's
Oh,
going to attack
sorry.
you. Yeah. So this thing goes in with a strike, and you see it brings the longsword up. I'm going to a GM intrusion you. Would you accept it or not?
No.
Damn it. Alright, can you make a speed defense check? You can use that roll if you want.
Sure. I have an edge. So...
Well, it's difficulty 4, so you pass. That's what I'm saying. You can use this roll if you want.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So he goes in with the sword, and you just bring up your gun, and you just like basically do a parry with the gun. And Celeste, in front of you, the automatic door obviously doesn't open because you've locked it, but poof, the lock gets a hole blown in it. That's his action. He can't chase you because
I thought he had a sword.
They have a gun on their back as well.
Oh, he never said that.
Look at they've all got a rifle and a longsword. But Celeste, it is your turn. You've delayed him by 1 round.
Well, I'm not very good with it, but I'm going to poke my little pistol through the hole that he's just made and shoot him.
Go ahead. Yep, that's a good hit.
Pretty good.
How much damage does it do?
2.
Ting!
What weapon?
Ting!
I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect.
Yep. I'm assuming you're moving.
And I'll move a short distance.
Yeah, you begin moving. Okay, cool. Tane, now it's your turn.
Yep. So then... Shoot, but I guess I miss.
That is a miss, yeah.
I trust I can hear the
yeah.
shooting going on where
Yeah.
Celeste is as well.
You can
right?
hear it all over there and around the ship type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'll move over to the one that's trying to get into Celeste's room.
Alright, that... If you've taken a shot...
Into that direction, basically.
Yeah, you're going to move in that direction, because it will take a full round to get to her.
Yeah,
so-
no, just in that direction.
Okay.
That's me.
Alia?
Right, this time I'm gonna pull out a big gun. There's just one near me, isn't there?
Yep.
Pop him. Hey.
That's a good hit. How much damage does it do? Oh, fuck!
8.
Jesus! You just
Fucking
blast a hole in this thing. It stumbles away, and there's a brief moment and you see blood coming out of parts of the wires. Like actual red, crimson blood.
This organism appears to be organic.
Alright, anything else?
Is it not dead?
No.
Fuck's sake. I guess. Oh, that's it. That's my turn. I'll take a few steps back though. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Aim if I can do that. Aim the weapon at it, and try and look threatening.
Yeah, it doesn't seem threatened, but it does hold one hand to its like ribs where the wires have snapped. Everest.
Interesting.
Okay, it's time for serious measures, so I'm gonna zap.
Zappy's out.
I spent an experience.
Okay, yeah.
I can reroll, yeah?
Yep, yeah, if you spend experience, you can re-roll a GM entry.
Okay. Jesus Christ. What is this?
I feel like this fits your character, though. Like, so you go, like, there's that moment where you hit it, like, twice with the taser, and he just stands and looks at it. Like, oh no, like, he realizes he's wasting his time with you. And he does turn away to go walk away. Like, there are bigger fish to fry. There are people with guns. You can be killed last as far as he's concerned.
I end my turn.
Yeah, alright, so the Lost
Sad state
Marine
of affairs.
with you, Alia.
Yep.
Sword still in hand, runs in and goes to stab you. Can you make a speed defense check?
Very well can.
Nice. You managed to dodge out the way.
Piece of shit.
Alright. Everest, the one that you were fighting, pushes you back, like, and then begins using a full action to run towards Tane. Gets into the room, but that's his action. So Tane, you see a second one arrive. Tane, the one that you were originally fighting, looks up, and they nod, and then they move in. So the one that you were originally fighting now goes to attack you. Can you make a speed defense check?
Yep.
Difficulty 4.
Yeah, I'll use some effort.
Okay.
Did I go through? No.
Nice.
Okay, so actually, difficulty 6 because the effort's not in there.
Yeah, there's no way this one's... So you see they're turning to flank you. One with a rifle and one with a sword. And the one with the sword goes in, you bring in metallic arm up, and it just scrapes up the front with sparks. Alright, so... Celeste, the one that you've locked in, you hear a bang, and you turn around and see the door come off its like hinges and shatter. This thing kind of has to like awkwardly move through the glass. And it stands in the hallway and uses a short action to move up to you, but that's it. Celeste, it's your turn.
I will. I was gonna make distance, I think, because I'm right down the end, aren't I? I'm the one closest to 2, so I'll use my far leap ability and just leap right down to the end of the corridor, basically, and head up the stairs with my short distance.
Alright, yep. You head up. And you would, I think, with that, with the fast step and the full action run, you would reach where Tane is, and you see 2 of these creatures fighting Tane.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging on the stairs.
Okay, yeah. You know that the one behind you will catch up soon, but not straight away, obviously. Because fast step and then running goes, like, super distance, I think. It's like 50-50, right?
Well, fast step is long distance, so that should reach me all the way down to the end of the corridor.
Yeah, it will.
And then my short move will hopefully get me to the stairs.
It will. Tane.
Yep, same as before. Let's go for the one with the gun.
That's a good hit. 4 damage, right?
Yep.
Yep. Both of them look like they've been, I wouldn't say bloody, but near. And you do see Celeste now.
Hey, how's those cards coming? It's taking a while.
It fucked it up. They're on the floor.
Assholes.
Alright, so, sorry, Alia, it's your turn.
Right, let's try another pounding shot. Let's hope it goes through.
And that'll do it, son. What's that? That's plus 3 damage, right? So 12 damage minus its armor, 11 damage. You blow its head off.
Let's go. Target eliminated. Right, well, that's that, I guess.
You do hear shots in the rest of your ship, by the way.
Oh. And I guess, yeah, I'll run after those.
Alright, cool. You begin moving that way. Everest?
I sprint after the thing. I'm mad now. Be ignored.
Okay, yeah, you sprint after it and you get down into the mess room. And
I grab my shotgun and then sprint after.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And you basically sprint after it, so it takes you the whole round to get there. You reach the mess hall and see him flanking Tane.
He couldn't deal with me, so he decided to go for you instead. But now I'm here. And I have my turn.
Okay. The one with the gun will GM intrusion you, Tane, if you wish to accept it.
Nope.
No one's.
No one wants that experience. They're like, we want this battle to be easy. Yeah, so he aims his gun, shoots what looks like some sort of plasma cannon. Can you make a speed defense check?
Yep. I'll spend some effort again.
Okay. So difficulty 3. Oof. Yep, no reroll for you. So you're struck with the plasma. It burns as it sizzles into your flesh for a total of 4 damage.
Yeah, so 2 because of armor, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Good. Tane, the other one with the sword goes in for the blow. Can you make another check? Yep, you dodge out of the way of that one again. You've got like the sword guy on your left on your like mechanical arm. You're like just keep parrying him with your like metal arm.
Yep, all good.
The last one sprints towards Celeste. That's to spend his whole action getting to the bottom there. Celeste, it is your turn. You look down the stairs and you see him looking up.
Yep. I'll begin like a full-on sprint up the staircase to hopefully give the illusion of legging it out. But as I reach the top, I'm just gonna do like a quick round the corner and just like stand pressed up against the door. Hopefully he'll run by.
It's like a kind of hide. You want to try to hide?
I don't, because I want to use my action for something, unfortunately. But that's the intention. Who looks worse out of the 2 fighty type people?
Currently,
From
you
my
can't see
vantage point here.
Alia, but it definitely looks like Everest is pained, right? I mean, actually, both of them are near on kind of. Tane definitely looks like he's weathering it well, right? So, Tane, did you actually minus the 4 damage from the 2 damage from your might?
Yeah. Well, speed. So, might. Sorry, yeah, I'll do it for might.
Yeah, it goes out of might first.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, I did
looks
reduce
worse.
it. Just wrongful.
Definitely Everest.
Okay, I'll use my distortion ability on Everest.
Okay.
So he has an asset to speed defense.
Nice.
Very good.
Okay, so I guess that's the end of your turn.
Oh wait, I have body
Yes.
armor, right? That would have reduced the 2 times I took damage by 2 each.
Yeah.
Instead of 8, I would have taken
What?
4 damage.
Did you take damage twice?
Yeah, 4 in the back when
Yep.
I got surprised, and then...
Yep. That's true. Take it back. It's fine. So Tane, it is your turn.
Shooting again.
Which one? The one with the sword or the one with the gun?
No, with the gun.
Alright, cool. Yeah, because you're just parrying that guy. Oh, I'm afraid that it ricochets off of its armor.
Okay, well that's me done.
Alia, are you going to do a full-on sprint this round?
Sprint to the sprint.
Yeah, okay, so you make it to the mess hall where everyone is. Not quite sure how you would make... Yeah, so yeah, you would make it in one round. Basically, you would end up behind Celeste's target, the one below her.
Nice.
So yeah, so you'd come up the stairs from the engine room, and then you'd look up and you see, oh god, there's another one. And then as you look up, you don't see Celeste, obviously, because she's got her back against the wall. But there is another target 10 foot above you. So next round, you could shoot at that one.
But I can't pop one this round.
No, because you've used your full action to sprint here. It does take your full action to move 50 foot in this system.
Completely
You
fair
can
enough.
definitely shout at it and get its attention.
Yeah, you could do
I could do that. I won't.
that. Everest.
I shoot a thing with shotgun.
Okay, difficulty 4. Is that like your like fourth two or?
It's definitely there's a pattern here.
Well, the guy with the gun, the Marine with the gun, does turn to you now that you've got a gun and not a taser. You've got its
I mean,
attention.
that's I'm tanking now. Good. And my turn.
Talking of that, he turns and shoots at you. You make a speed
Great.
defense check.
Which I have an asset to.
Ah, that's a difficulty 3. Oh,
my
God! That actually worked. Well done. Yeah, so as he fires, you just shimmer, and the plasma round goes behind and sizzles against the hull of the ship. And he's like, if he could look confused, he would. Like, there's this like moment on his like, he's got this glass like visor, and you see things moving behind it. Like he's got a heads-up display in there. You see it focus. Third one. Tane, the one with the sword, comes in to strike at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll use some effort again.
Nice. This is really, like, in my head it looks really cool, because you've got, like, your pulse rifle, like, that guy, and you're like, ting, 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 and just blocking and parrying the guy with the sword, who's frustratingly trying to slam hard down on you.
Yeah, meanwhile the other guy's just shooting me every time he tries.
Yeah, so the one below, Celeste. So Celeste, he hasn't noticed Alia, so he's just continually moving up. And he's going slow this time, like, careful. What was that? Your voice didn't come through.
I said hopefully he hasn't noticed me.
Well, he will notice you shoot if you haven't hidden, but he will. Like, you push yourself against the wall, right? So he will notice you the moment he gets into melee. He will, yes. The moment he gets within about.
If he comes up the stairs and there's immediate action in front of him, he might not notice. Don't assume these things, Liam.
Well, he does. He's got his gun in his hand, and as he walks up and he sees like you against the wall, he will, without using the hide. He will shoot at you. He'll like lean over and try to shoot.
Are we thinking of different staircases or something?
There's spiral staircase. That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah. So if I've gone up the top of the stairs and I'm round the corner, how's he going to shoot me?
Oh, I see. I get it. So in my head, I didn't see what you meant. So he would see Tane first as he come up onto the stairs.
That was the idea.
Yeah, and he does see Tane.
He would like come to the top of the
I
stairs and see like this clusterfuck in front of him.
I get what you mean now, right? So I imagined in my head something completely different, but I get it now. So yeah, a speed defense check from you, Tane.
Thanks for
Yep.
watching, buddy.
Yeah, and that's good because just continuous
Yeah.
blast. This one hits you for 4 damage. Tane is proper tanking 3 targets now. It's like. So Celeste.
I considered kicking him down the stairs, but I just feel like it will go terribly, so I'm just going to give the distortion ability to Tane as well, and stay where I am, just pressed up.
Does the distortion cost you intellect, or have you got enough edge to cover it?
I've got enough edge to cover it, but
Nice.
yes, it does normally cost.
That's
but
pretty cool. Alright,
Yep.
so
Not to be a
Tane,
fighter, but I'll try and help people.
so Tane is your go. Now it's cool now because it reduces their attack by 1, right? So it's difficulty 3 to dodge them. It's definitely
Yeah.
a massive boon.
Yeah, same guy again. And of course, same result again.
I just
Like-
wish I had the opposite. I wish I had something to increase their attack.
Yeah. Like what happens here is you've got like Tane shooting the pulse rifle at this one guy on the stairs that lead down into the mess hall, and from the other side you've got the shotgun blast going off from Everest. This guy is just being blasted, but his armor's absorbing it all. Alia, you see this guy above you, he's like shot directly into the mess hall.
Pop him in the back and hope I hit.
You do.
Sweet.
That's 8 minus 1, so 7 damage. Nice. Yeah, he definitely knows you're there now. Like, you aim up the spiral staircase and just shoot through one of the steps, and it goes right through his stomach and out his shoulder. From where you are, Celeste, you see a streak of blood, like blood spatter, go onto the floor. He doesn't like see you, obviously, but you see the blood just come out from that corridor as if a grenade has gone off in there.
May I ask how come I got -1? Just so while I'm learning.
What was that? Sorry.
It's his armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
he's wearing armor, so yeah, it minuses 1 from your damage.
Thank you.
Alright, so Everest, your turn.
I shoot thing with shotgun. Oh my god, it happened! I hit something.
It happened, so that's 5
It's
damage.
all coming up, Adrian. My
Yep.
error has begun. I have dodged a shot with Rocket's help, and I've hit something with shotgun.
Yeah, you blast like hot lead into its stomach, and it kind of stumbles back towards the railing. Is that your turn?
And Emma screams, "I am immortal!" And pieces of chicken fall out of his mouth. He
You
looks
know
mad.
he's just gonna GM intrude you now.
Yeah, I'm about to. So, Adrian, I'm about to GM intrude Everest. Would you like to accept?
Yeah, this time I'll take the experience.
Alright, you
That
gain
was
experience, and who else gets the experience?
fun. I feel like Tane has earned himself some experience.
Alright, Tane, take the experience. Alright, can you roll a speed defense? This time it's difficulty 6. No,
Do I still
difficulty
have an
5.
asset?
Yeah, distortion. How long does distortion last?
1 minute.
Yeah, so you've difficulty 5. You
Okay,
may still
well,
dodge this and
for
get the experience for free. Nah. The plasma rifle goes straight through your shoulder for 7 damage.
That's 5 because armor.
Just one of those moments like narrator. He did not dodge.
I am immortal. Plasma.
Oh, brilliant. The one with the sword comes into Tane for another attack. So Tane's speed defense.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
That's what I needed, right? Since it's
Yeah,
3
so,
now.
yeah, well, because it's not 12, you don't block with your mechanical arm, you just stop and he phases right through you, and he's like, huh? Like, he thought he was going to get a clean cut through your gut, and then sword just kind of, like, goes through the distortion field. Alright. The last one on the stairwell stumbles forward, holding his guts, and Celeste, you're, like, against the wall there, and you turn to your left, and he stumbles into the room, drops the gun that he'd shot, and turns around and sees you, and he's like, ah! You actually hear him, like, give out a human groan. And he swings for you with his fist. Can you make a speed defense check?
Difficulty.
4.
Okay, I'll just roll it. I'm trained, so difficulty.
3, yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Man.
Sorry to interrupt, I've just got a BRB quick, so if it gets
Yeah.
round to my turn, can you pop in with the sniper?
Will do. So you take
Thank you.
4 damage to your might pool as you are clocked in the face.
I got my first damage.
uh,
Not like.
Celeste, it's actually your turn.
Now I'll try and kick him down the stairs.
Okay, yeah, cool. Might check. Difficulty 4. Oh! Fuck! So 1 damage for a punch, which is basically a kick, plus... Oh. Your foot goes through his chest, and he falls down dead.
Nice.
Yeah.
If that's all it takes to kill him, then my minor effect will be he doesn't fall on Alia.
It's either minor effect or the 3 damage, and you needed the 3 damage to kill it.
Fair play, fair play.
He doesn't fall on Alia anyway, like, he just kind of like stumbles, he falls onto the staircase.
No worries, I thought I'd just try and make use of it.
So, Tane, that was well played. Like, 19.
And surprising as well. Almost went a bit Sean Connery then.
Well, let's just say the heel of your, your watery shoes, like, pointed slightly, and he just went straight for its chest.
That's
Well,
why I want to go
let's
out
see if
from
my pulse rifle can be nearly effective as a shoe.
No,
I
it was.
think at this point he's just going to try and kick someone.
So, Tane, just as he's been blasted by the shotgun, you're like unloading all of your rounds onto this guy's back, and it seems his back plate seems to be invulnerable. It's not going down. Alright, so I'm assuming Todd's character would run up the stairs, and that would be her turn, like, to get to the top. Everest?
So previously, Everest actually hit something, then shouted, "I am immortal" on Chang. So, he'll try this again. He's gonna shoot the thing.
Okay.
Nope,
misses.
we're back to square one.
This system,
I had my turn.
I swear Numenera wasn't this swingy, I swear.
Yep.
It's Foundry, I tell you. Alright, so that Marine that Everest had... Everest, yeah. You were shooting. Shoots back again. Speed defense from you, Everest.
I can't really edge anymore, so... Oh my god!
Yep, you dodged the plasma round. Nice. Alright, so the one with the sword, Tane, he's like, steps back, brings the sword up. I'm going to GM intrusion you if you want to accept it.
Nope.
Alright, goes in. Can you make a speed defense check?
Yeah, I'll use Smurf again.
Yeah, he's difficulty free already, by the way, because you're distortion.
Yeah, I know, but still. I don't
Okay.
want to blink the pool too much.
Rocket is literally loving this. I can see it on his face. You are stabbed
Hilarious.
for 4 damage to your might pool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So funny.
This battle could easily, like, I thought at the beginning it could easily go any one way, but Celeste, it's your turn.
Not in an immediate threat anymore. I will pull out my gun and try and make a shot at one of them, even though it does pitiful damage.
The one with the sword, or that's the closest one to you anyway.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Misses.
That's me.
Tane.
I think at this point, Tane is fed up with trying the gun, so he's just gonna, like, grab someone by the foot and try and yank the foot out from under them to pin them down to the floor.
Alright, so this is the one with the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that just stabbed you. Alright, might check if you've got any grappling or athletics, that will help.
I have literally no skill. I don't know how everyone has so many skills. I have nothing, basically.
I've been
I
trying to
just-
shoot something with a shotgun for 5 turns. I'm completely with you. I
I
can
just have
zap,
eyeballs, so
and that's
yeah,
it.
that's fine. Yeah, so my check, okay.
Yeah,
See?
yeah, you grab
Yeah,
it and it
with
falls.
the gun.
It falls prone. Now, if you are to melee this guy, you would get your attack steps in 2 directions. So it's 1 direction for prone. So it would make it easier by 1 direction. Difficulty 3 now to attack it on the
Yeah, I
ground.
guess that's what's going to happen next.
Yep, I can imagine you will. You back, Todd? No, Alia will take a shot at the one fighting, like, in the distance, fighting Everest. I'm assuming with the investigator. Nope, she rolled a 2. Everest,
I shoot gun.
of
That
course.
thing.
You miss.
See you next turn.
Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. The one with the sword on the ground will attempt to strike at you, Tane. However, his attack is reduced by 1 step, so it's difficulty 9, difficulty 2. to dodge. Yep. He's flailing at you with his sword. You easily move your head left and right, dodging his stabs. The other one goes to shoot Everest. So you make a speed defense, Everest.
Can make a speed defense.
Oh yeah, you've got distortion. This is coming
I
in
do have
handy.
distortion.
Yeah, so the plasma rifle goes through you and hits it behind.
That
Celeste.
can also mean something else, Leo.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll move a little bit closer, just because I can't aim very well.
Yeah, you need to get up close to get the eased step.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Mhm.
What's the difficulty?
Currently, difficulty 3 to shoot him.
Is that including him being on the floor?
Yeah, it would have been difficulty 4 otherwise.
So it's difficulty 2 with the easing for the light weapon.
Yes, correct. You needed it.
Yeah, my 2 pitiful damage.
Well, technically it's 1, but
Yeah. I'm doing my part.
just stamp on him. Tane, it's your go.
Yeah, so he's on the floor.
Mhm.
I'm going to get on the floor with him and just like start punching his skull into the deck
Okay.
because this gun, nah.
Which yeah, you keep smacking him in the face. Like you crack the visor. He's holding on.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's Alia's turn. You back, Todd? Nope.
Or if he is, he hasn't found the unmute button.
Wow. Oh no. So Alia goes to shoot Terrence, and Terrence just says malfunctioning, and she shakes the gun and has to throw it to the ground where it overheats, dealing 1 damage to a speed pool. Everest.
I shoot thing with gun, but this time I hit.
Narrator, he did not.
What's going on? Is it possible to switch out my dice?
How did this? Honestly, I've not seen this ever. Like, you haven't rolled above a 10 at all this session. Like, you've got like 2
No,
rolls.
I had one roll about a 10. I had an 18, and initiative was above 10. But other than that, it's just been 2s. It's just 2s. I don't know where the fuck it keeps being a 2.
Speed defense check from me, please. Tane, difficulty 2. Yep, you
Oh,
dodged the guy on the ground.
No, that was mine.
Oh.
I rolled.
That was meant to be Tane, but
No, please roll Arda. Please eliminate this one roll that was above 2.
as the guy on the ground tries to get you with the sword, he lets go of it. He's just flailing at you with his hands now. The other one is just like, if it could laugh at Everest, it would. It begins to move forward. It's going to GM intrudes on you to try to finish you off.
Me or
Yeah,
him?
you.
I still have like 2 pools, you know. Yeah, I'll take the intrusion. This is my moment.
Who do you give the experience to?
Well, the Celeste's fucking thing has been saving my ass, so Celeste, I guess.
Alright, so let's get
Thank you
this.
very much.
Right, can you make a speed defense roll? It will be a total of 5 because of the distortion.
Okay, I'm gonna edge again.
Okay.
But I have 1 speed left. And yeah.
Oh, that was perfect. You needed difficulty 4, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of the edge. Haha!
So it was originally 4. I've increased it by 2 steps with the aim. Distortion, then yeah. Oh, yeah. You got experience for free. It just flies away. The bullet just misses you completely. Celeste?
Yeah, I'll try another shot again. It's 1 damage, but at least it's 1 damage. Still difficulty 2, I
Yep,
assume.
it is.
Oh, well, can't even do that. So
Well,
Celeste
we
just
are
walks
all-
up above the target and like aims the gun down and then shoots Tane in the foot.
Yeah, it's
It all
like
makes sense when you remember that 90% of what this ring.
yeah. Well, yeah. Let's be fair. Most of you are drunk as fuck, and Tane is literally rolling around with this guy. You know, so that's why it's difficult. Ish. Aim.
Okay. Yeah, we'll use that. We'll use that as the excuse. I didn't want to risk hitting Tane, so
That's fair.
obviously
So,
it's-
talking of Tane, it is your turn.
Yep, more punching. I had to go wrong at some point.
What is going on? Honestly, guys. You only needed 9?
Mm-hmm. Didn't get it.
Alia, are you there? No. She draws Terrence. Oh my god, what is happening? I tell you what, if I had to roll for attack rolls for the NPCs and the creatures, I would be doing the same, and this would have been a game of you all swinging and slapping each other like this. Just like unable to hit. Jesus Christ, Everest.
I shoot, yeah?
I mean, if you want to. You hit. No, wait, you don't hit.
No, I don't hit. Like, next round, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw away the gun and go at it with a knife.
Tane, speed defense check, difficulty 2. Yep, you're cool. It flails at you once more. The Everest. I'm gonna GM intrusion you.
No, I don't have anything anymore. My pools are... I have 5 might and 1 speed left. I can't even edge the speed anymore. I'm so fucked.
Alright, so you say no. Alright, speed
No.
defense. Difficulty 3. Oh
Nope.
no, Everest. The plasma bullet hits you in the stomach for 4 damage.
Okay, I take 2, I still have 3 might. See, if I just take these shots, I can weather it out.
Celeste, come on, guys. You've got this. I'm actually cheering for you. You've got this.
I'll make an attempt.
Yes!
And do it.
And
1 damage.
1 damage, that's all it had left. You kill it.
We'll
Finally.
get 10 at the end.
You,
Go, guys, we can do it.
Alia, you rolled a GM intrusion and Terrence is overheated. Not Terrence,
Oh, shit.
the investigator.
The investigator.
Yeah, so overheated, so you're using Terrence at the moment. You missed several times, but Celeste has just finished off the target on the floor. Tane, the target just goes limp.
Yeah.
You can shoot at the other guy if you want to use your...
Yeah. I'll get up.
Yeah.
How far away is he?
About 30 foot up onto the stairs that lead to the bridge. You can see that there's just blasts of shotgun fire up there.
Is that short distance, 30 feet, or
Yeah,
can I move that in one turn?
no, you won't be
Without-
able to move that in one turn to them.
Okay, well I'll move halfway and shoot my gun.
Okay.
That's how we do. Nope.
It's just fucking Alia, it's your turn. Just put them out of their misery, please.
I can't use the investigator though.
Not at the moment, it needs fixing.
Just Terrence. Come on.
It's a hit. How much does he do?
He does 6.
Oh, yeah. Blast this thing in the back plate. Blood goes up the wall. It is still alive though. So,
Just to clarify, sorry, in the middle of that, 30 feet is in short range.
oh, okay. Well, yeah. Sorry, Anna.
Okay,
I
10
think-
to 50 feet is short range. Immediate is close up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can only move immediate and attack. Sorry. So,
Oh, I thought you were saying you can move short range.
no. Yeah, you could if you wanted to use your action. Yeah. All right. So, Everest, it is your turn.
I shoot thing with shotgun.
Oh my god, you kill it!
I
You
kill
blast
it,
it in
it's
the
over.
cuts! And it falls against the railing and then falls over and slams on the ground in front of Tane. And we can end combat there. Ugh.
No, but is Tate still on the floor? I offer my hand to get him up.
No, Tane's not on the floor. He was running towards you to help. So all of you
Okay.
enter the mess hall, seeing these creatures around you. And you don't know what they are, how they got here. But that, my friends, is a mystery for next session.
Alas.
Well, I mean, we're not going to solve it. We'll fail all the rolls to get behind it. And,
But I do believe I'll give you all an experience for that session, so...
3.
you know,
Thank
if
you.
I had taken every intrusion, I could level up now.
You
I'd be
get-
dead.
And be
I
dead, yeah.
can level up. And I will do so.
Oh, you look, you swore.
Alright, well, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time.